here we are from Hardcore Wrestling Radio, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready to rumble.
Yeah, unreal. Yeah, guys. I don't know. Have Will and Lance, have you guys seen the tout of the opening kickoff show?
No.
Oh my God,
No.
it's really sad. Hold on, I gotta send you guys this before we talk about it. It's very, very sad. I'm gonna post it in the chat room because it's.
Isn't those kickoff shows supposed to be happening now?
Yeah, it is. It's gonna be sad, but I gotta show it to you real quick, and then you guys can. Wow, Bret Hart. You have Mick Foley that's all enthusiastic. He's going the bang 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 bang, and then you got Mick Foley's kind of looking over, look like he's typing or texting somebody. He's like, hey, how you doing? What's up, bro? And then you got Bret Hart, who's just like in a corner, just like, hi. Just like,
you really
with
want me
the
to
exit, get me the fuck out of here. He does not want to be there.
Yeah, they had to have him for Survivor Series. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
It's that bad.
Here's something funny for you. Yeah, somebody actually did this, and let me put this so you guys can see this crap. Somebody actually took their, I guess their 2013 or 14 game and made all the matches for Survivor Series.
Oh, Jesus Christ, not one of those fucking videos.
Oh,
please. No. Why do people have to fucking show, this is what's going to happen on on Survivor Series, and they play it through a fucking video game.
Yeah.
Like, that's some kind of fucking reality. People, please stop doing it.
Yeah, I worked for about a week trying to find Undertaker versus Triple H Hell in a Cell. You all don't want to know how many video game simulations I found.
Oh my God, they're riddled on YouTube. It's like a fucking sickening. I don't want to see it, people. You want to do it for your own little fucking amusement? Do it, but don't put it on fucking YouTube.
Or if you do, put it as private.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Unlisted. So, hey, if you want to send that out to your little buddies, hey, more power to you. Don't piss off everybody else.
Yeah.
It just goes to show you where it's just crazy how our society is.
Granted, then I did find a bootleg video of the entire WrestleMania, so I could see before the whole dangum DVD came out. So I was like, hey, that's all the match I wanted.
Actually, I was watching here's the funny thing. All the WrestleManias, and after 6, I stopped watching them, to be honest. I tuned in for 7, but the rest of them for a while, they were really, really crappy until the Attitude Era came, and even then they were like so-so.
Well, I got a bit different with you on. To me, my favorite all time has to be 12. But that's just my personal opinion.
It's there's a lot of WrestleManias that I have to have. I mean, it's I like to, if I have to go back, as a kid, I have to go back to 3. I know a lot of people say, 3, for what it was. Yeah, exactly. The
main event does not. Actually, the main event does not hold up.
No, but not even for that match. But I hate to say it.
Steamboat
Savage match. But there was a lot of other great matches. A lot of other great pay-per-views. WrestleManias. I also liked WrestleMania 6, and a lot of people again the Ultimate Warrior Hogan match, and a lot of people are like, really? Why? As a kid, I was growing up. I was a big Ultimate Warrior mark at the time, so seeing him beat Hogan clean, it was just seeing somebody beat Hogan clean. It was something that had to be done for the business, and I thought it was great.
Because that's what's best for business.
No pun intended, but yeah,
actually,
exactly.
yes, pun intended. Yeah, absolutely, yes.
Could I have gone to a few other WrestleManias, just looking back, if I could pick them off the top of my head, WrestleMania 22, even WrestleMania 25 I liked. Those were some, The Undertaker, HBK, the first one, was a great match. I was hoping really that HBK was going to beat him, but unfortunately, once I saw that HBK lost, I knew right then and there that the Taker would never go down.
Yeah.
That streak will never be beat. Forget it. It's not going to happen. And that's just simple as that. But real quick, while we're talking about, we're talking about the Survivor Series pre-show. This is pretty much what we're doing. And I'm watching the Hall of Fame panel, and I'm sorry, I noticed that Booker T's got a big hair in a bun. I'm like, it kind of looks like my high school teacher. And I'm like, Jesus. It's like, what's the look? Why can't he just keep his hair dreadlocks down? It looks a little bit better. Now he's got his, that hair in a bun. It's just not working for him. He just needs to be sporting some tits now,
Granted, I have my hair in a ponytail right now, but I don't have dreadlocks.
I get it. In a ponytail, but in a bun? A guy with a hair in a bun just doesn't
That's a little
work.
fabulous, if you know what I'm saying.
Exactly. He was like, what the fuck is going on with this guy? Come on.
Hey, at least it's better than watching Bret Hart look like Stu Hart. Hey, it's Stu Hart. I look horrible.
Yeah, he just... Bret, I'm sorry, he's just...
It's bad when Mick Foley's the best-looking member of the panel.
Yeah, it really is, and it's a shame. I mean,
a guy missing an ear is the best-looking of the three. Really?
Bang, bang!
But, he's always been the best of the mic, and he's been, he's been the most charismatic, though. I mean, all joking aside. Bret Hart, I think even in his heyday, it took him a while for them to get him on the mic because he really didn't have a lot of, charisma.
He was more wrestling-oriented than Mike.
Exactly. And don't get me wrong. I mean, I am a big fan of Bret Hart. He just didn't age well, unfortunately.
Some wrestlers age like wine. He aged like milk.
Yeah, he got sour real fast.
To steal a line from Jeff Dunham.
And you know what's funny? If you look at his whole family, their family looks the same way. Down from Diana to Georgia to Bruce and I forgot the other guys' names. But they geez, I think it's just maybe it's the Stu Hart genes, not letting Because if you see the sister Georgia, I mean, she could barely talk normal. She talks like, yeah, I'm going to talk this way. And it's like, oh, my God. It's like Stu Hart's found a way to clone himself,
Wow, he's going to come back from the dead.
And Cody feels really out of place right now.
Oh, so, we did try to do a preview show. Unfortunately, we had some technical problems with recording. Thank you very much, Pamela, or thank you, Skype, whichever one we can thank you for. We did do some quick picks, and I think the Survivor Series, I don't think any of us were really big on for. We haven't really heard that much from Will. Will, you here?
Obey.
And we'll just
I'm sorry, as Bret Hart was speaking a little bit too slow for the human mouth.
He had to wait for Bret to finish his sentence, which took what, a couple of hours?
Yes, the coherency was very low.
Gone are the days of the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
As Booker T supports that nice sports coat.
And that nice bun in his hair. And let me ask you, Will, would you ever wear a bun in your hair?
Hell no.
Okay, just asking. I wasn't sure if, because I know I would. I used to have long hair, and I would never put my hair in a bun. So, especially like that. It's just, I don't know. Maybe he's, like batting for the other side,
Well, put it like this. I used to have long jet black hair. I was sporting the 80s mullet, rocker style. And let me, this was kind of a funny story. I'm at the park, Central Park, on a summer day, okay? When you got long hair in the summer, you got to brush it because it'll feel like kind of sweaty and everything.
Yeah.
Well, you lean forward. Here I am leaning forward, and I'm brushing my hair, combing my hair forward. So all the hair is in my face. I'm wearing jeans, okay? This runner comes up behind me and says, "Damn, honey, you got a nice ass." I raised my hair up, and I'm like, I says, thank you. Dude, he was like, oh my God, I'm sorry, and crashes into a light post. Karma is a bitch.
Yeah, the way I'm built, that ain't happening.
Ever since then, I just trimmed my hair short.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, I grew. I started getting receding hairlines and bald, so that's why I kind of like. I got the Stone Cold Steve Austin look. I used to have long hair down the middle of my back, and that was in my teens up to my 20s, and unfortunately, Mother Nature said, "No, fuck you. You got to shave it."
Well, you could have went Hulk Hogan.
Or the Paul Heyman look. No, that wasn't happening. No. Tried it, and I'm like, no. Not happening for me.
What? Are you recording now?
I've been recording since you brought everyone in. So, yes, this is a hardcore wrestling radio.
This is live. Holy cow.
The match, I think the kickoff show is getting ready to come on, guys, and we're going to see The Miz versus Kofi Kingston, guys. What do you guys think about this match?
Woo-hoo.
Like I said, I think I said before we started recording, I've never been a big fan of Survivor Series. Even as a kid, even when it was the traditional 5-on-5, it's never been I've never been a big fan of it at all. I wish I could say I was, but I'm not. I know a lot of people like the traditional 5-on-5, and then, WWE kind of lost its way, but even still, it's done nothing for me. For me, you know what? I liked the WCW's War Games. I found it to be a lot more interesting and a lot more, I wish that WWE would take in the War Games brand, but, that's just not going to happen.
Well, they might rebrand it for Battleground next year since unless going away.
No, they're not gonna. They hinted that they were gonna do it this year, and that just didn't happen, and I don't see that happening.
It'd be friggin' awesome.
Yeah. And, I mean, let's face it. I mean, we've seen WWE have, mid-names for, Battleground, and I think they've done a few other names that just kind of, disappeared. WWE just has, these middle pay-per-views, and they just kind of, come and go, Well,
the problem is they're really trying to they're trying to sell any pay-per-view at this point. It's like Battlegrounds. It's, whatever, resolutions or whatever they'll come out. Next month will be flush the toilet, like in your house. It's flush your toilet. It's, they should just go back to the traditional ways of pay-per-views. Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam and Survival Series. It may be a Hell in a Cell at the end of the year, but... something. Come on now, so many pay-per-views is boring. That's why I rarely watch Raw, or if I miss a pay-per-view, no big deal because I can watch the rematch on Monday Night Raw.
Exactly. That's one reason I'm not watching this one. I'm just not. Nothing intrigues me.